Now that you've learned how to choose a research topic, let us now proceed to our next discussion dealing with the research topics that must be avoided. Let's take a look with the following examples of research topics for SIPs, and let us try to identify what kind of research topics must be avoided. So we have here the first research topic, science students' favorite practices in senior high school. So we have here the key term favorite. Okay. So class, the word favorite here is actually referring to the opinions of the researcher or the opinions of the respondents. Now, remember class that in SIPs, we do not use opinions as the main basis of our data. We rely on facts. Okay? We do not base our information on opinions. Instead, we rely on facts. Why? Because such research topics that require the opinions of the researchers or respondents, okay, will offer such biases. Okay? And such biases class will lead to subjectivity. Okay? Remember class that SIPs are quantitative researches and therefore we must base it on objective ideas or facts rather than subjective ones. Okay? So that will be our main idea here. So class, okay, again, we have here the term favorite that offers opinion, that will offer biases, and will lead to subjectivity. Furthermore, class, we have here a variable. So what variable do we have here? We have the student's favorite biology practices. So since class, the student's favorite biology practices are based on their opinions, therefore, we cannot obtain such data with the use of empirical knowledge. Okay? The data for this variable cannot be obtained from empirical knowledge or by means of observation and experimentation. Why? Because such knowledge, or let's say such variable, do not arise from facts. Okay? And remember class that facts are example of empirical knowledge. Okay? So if our variable do not arise from facts, therefore it also do not use empirical knowledge. Okay? So we have here the variable is impossible to be determined through empirical knowledge. And such research topics that require the basis of opinions are considered to be controversial. Therefore, we must avoid controversial research topics. So controversial meaning to say those topics that need the opinion of the researcher. Okay, next, we have the next topic, spaceship building. Okay, class, what can you say about this research topic? Do you think it would be feasible among students like you? Of course, obviously the answer is no. Why? Because this kind of topic requires advanced study. Okay? And if it require advanced study, it will also require vast experiences. Okay? So meaning to say class, it is not within your level of capability. Okay? So this kind of topic requires advanced study and vast experiences. Furthermore, it requires technical knowledge. So when we say technical knowledge class, upon searching for this topic, you can encounter such unfamiliar terms. Okay? You can encounter such unfamiliar terms or let's say difficult terms. And such difficult terms require the help of experts. Okay? Meaning to say you cannot conduct the study on your own and it will require experts. Therefore, class, this kind of topics that require advanced study, vast experience, experts, and technical knowledge pertain to highly technical subjects. So you must avoid highly technical subjects or topics. Okay? Next, we have the next topic. Prominence of technology before the Spanish colonialism era. Okay, so we have here the key term before the Spanish colonialism era. So, what can you infer from this phrase? Okay. So, let's say, does it imply the past or does it imply the present? Obviously, class, it implies that we have to investigate data from the past. And if you were to be asked, class, okay, do we have enough data at present to investigate such topic? Okay, obviously, the answer is no. We don't have available sources at the present. Therefore, we must avoid research topics that are hard to investigate. Okay, and when we say hard to investigate research topics, these are research topics that have no available sources at the present. Okay, we cannot obtain available sources at the present because there is no such references that exist at the present because we are pertaining to the past. Okay, so avoid hard to investigate subjects. Next, we have antibacterial capabilities of Oreganum vulgare against all human pathogenic bacteria. So note, class, the phrase all human pathogenic bacteria. So when we say all, class, meaning to say the scope of the study will cover all the different species of human pathogenic bacteria. Therefore, it will probably consist of millions of bacteria. Okay? Millions of species of bacteria. So, is the scope here large or limited? Obviously, class, we have here a very large scope. Okay? So, this research topic will cover a very large scope which pertains to the human pathogenic bacteria, which probably involves over a million species. Now, class, if a research topic has a very large scope, do you think we can have a clear focus in conducting the study? Okay, obviously, class, the answer is no. So, if we have a larger scope, there will be no concentration for a specific subject. Therefore, there will be no focus at all. And research topics that contain a large scope pertain to too broad topics or too broad subjects. Therefore, we must avoid too general or too broad subjects. However, class, let's analyze the next topic. Okay, we have physical symptoms of syphilis. So, we have here the key term physical symptoms. Okay, so what can you infer, class? Is the term physical symptoms a broad or a specific? Okay, physical symptoms is a very specific, let's say, concern or very specific area. Okay? It only covers physical symptoms. But what about the other symptoms? What about aggravated symptoms? What about asymptomatic symptoms? Okay? So, this means, class, that the scope of this topic is very limited. It is only limited to to one kind of symptom. And if we have a very limited scope, it will need thorough searching and reading of information. Okay? Thorough searching and reading of information is actually considered to be tedious and time consuming. Okay? Which is why it is not ideal to choose such research topic with a very limited scope. Okay? Furthermore, class, do you think we can generate more specific measurable variables if we have a very limited scope? Okay. So with this kind of topic, it will be very impossible for us to generate more specific measurable variables because the topic itself is specific enough to generate more. So, for instance, we have this, let's say, topic physical symptoms only. So the measurable variables will only revolve around the physical symptoms that are measurable. But what about other measurable variables that do not relate to physical symptoms alone? Okay? So, class, Having very limited scope will also limit the measurable variables. Therefore, you must avoid research topics that contain too narrow subjects. Okay? So, avoid too broad and also avoid too narrow subjects. Okay. Last, we have the last guideline. So, we have some physical phytochemical behavior of tannins and saponins of Macopa. So, class, note here the term some. So that's our key term, some. So with this indicator class, can we say that the topic has a clear focus? Okay, is it definite? Obviously class, the answer is no. Why? Because class, okay, our word here, which is some, is actually an example of an indefinite adjective. Okay? And when we say indefinite adjective class, it means that it presents no clear focus. Okay? It presents no clear focus at all. Okay? Or no exact focus. Okay? So what are the other examples of indefinite adjectives? So we have many, we have several, we have few, we have any, and we have each. Okay? So these indefinite adjectives presents no clear focus. Therefore, it is considered to be indefinite or ambiguous. Okay? So ambiguous does not present a clear focus and it lacks clarity or exactness. And therefore, class, if a topic has no clear focus, it is considered to be vague. So you have to avoid vague subjects. Okay? However, class, you might wonder, how can we formulate the best research topic if we should be avoiding too broad, too narrow, and vague subjects? Okay, so let us have this example. So here class, we have three different research topics and we will try to identify which among the three is the best research topic, not too broad and not too specific. So we will have here our inverted pyramid. So class, in our inverted pyramid, the topic that will go at the uppermost portion is considered to be the broadest topic. Okay, the broadest topic. While the topic that will be positioned at the or at the lowest portion or at the apex of the inverted pyramid will be considered to be the topic that is very limited in scope or the narrowest topic. And therefore, class, the topic that will be placed in the middle portion will be considered as the best research topic. Okay? So let's try to categorize the following research topics. Activated charcoal as a form of machine fuel, activated charcoal and physical properties of activated charcoal as fuels for household appliances. So class, what will be our broadest topic? So obviously, we have activated charcoal. Okay? So this is the general topic. So the general topic class commonly presents the main idea. Okay? It commonly presents the main idea. However, okay, continuing, what is the most, let's say, limited topic, which has the most limited scope? Okay, so if you compare the last two topics, activated charcoal as a form of machine fuel and physical properties of activated charcoal for household appliances, okay, we can say that the third one is the most limited one. Why? Because it tackles about the physical properties only. Okay? So this is the narrowest topic. Okay? And therefore, the best topic for this is activated charcoal as a form of machine fuel. So it is neither too broad nor too specific. Okay, let's have another example. mortality reaction of Candida albicans among antifungal agents that causes cell wall deterioration, antifungal effectiveness of Alamanda cathartica among Candida albicans fungi, and defense mechanism of Candida albicans. Okay, so the main area of concern here is the Candida albicans fungi. Okay, so among these topics, which topic is considered to be the broadest? Okay, so the topic that's considered to be the broadest is actually the defense mechanism of Candida albicans because there are numerous defense mechanism available for fungi. Okay, there are numerous defense mechanism. And what will be our most specific topic? So let's analyze the last two topics. So class, if you're looking for the most specific topic, try to consider two factors. The first one is if it only covers one area, and the second one if it only covers a specific measurable variable. So among the two class, which do you think is the narrowest? Okay, so if you observe the first topic, it has a measurable variable known as mortality reaction. Okay, so therefore class, our narrowest topic is this one, mortality reaction of Candida albicans. Why? Can we say that, let's say, can we generate more specific measurable variable if we have already given one? Okay, of course, we cannot generate more specific measurable variables because it is only given that we will only focus on the mortality reaction. Okay, so it is not ideal. Therefore, the best research topic among the three is the antifungal effectiveness of Alamanda cathartica among Candida albicans fungi. So that will be our research topic. Okay, so that concludes class our lesson regarding on how you can choose the best research topic and what research topics must be avoided. So for our next video presentation, we can now proceed to the identification of the research problems and how to formulate your research title.